All right, thanks for tuning in to QVC2 on this wonderful holiday weekend. We do holiday weekends around the year. We typically get some really cool electronic deals that we typically don't have other times of year. I know most people think, hey, the holiday season, of course, that's a big time for electronics at QVC, but the holiday weekends with Memorial Day, Labor Day, and of course the 4th of July, we do get some really special offers here on QVC with electronics. And we partnered with Samsung, the number one TV manufacturer choice here in the United States. And we've got an amazing weekend bonus value. So it's the model number is the Samsung Q70A. If you're shopping around and looking for a great TV, that's a model you want to look for. And we've got some amazing prices on a TV that is it's a 4K television. Also, it has dual LED lighting, which is nothing short of blow you away awesome. It also has something that's called Motion Accelerator Turbo, so for all the action flying across the scene. It has object tracking sound. What does that mean, Craig? What's object tracking sound? What that means is when action moves from the left to the right on the screen, the sound actually moves from the left to the right on the screen as well. Yeah, we're getting super high tech. So you almost have surround sound type quality sound without a speaker bar. If you do want to hook up a speaker bar, you can, but what Samsung puts in this TV, the Q70 model, is really blow you away kind of stuff. And that's why this brand is so wildly popular. The sizes that we have available for you are 4 sizes. Let me tell you those real quick. Starting off 55 inch. Now, 55 inch is ideal. Maybe if you're living in an apartment or you don't have a huge family room, or maybe it's your bedroom TV that's wildly popular. That's available for $899.99 or 5 easy pays of $180. Next up is the 65. 65, the most popular size 4K televisions across all brands, across all markets. And not surprisingly, it's also the most popular with our weekend bonus value. A lot of people who have that fireplace with the mantle and the TV area right above it, that area for a lot of people in their home is really designed for a 65 inch. Beautiful size. It's what I have right above the mantle in my family room, about 7 or 8 feet over that direction right now. If you have the big room, if you want to go really big, we've got 2 options for the really big. We got the 75 at $16,999, or $1699.99, or 5 easy pays of $340. And lastly, we have the 85 inch. I'm telling you, when I was in the studio earlier today at QVC for Saturday Morning Q, we had that 85 inch out there. That is a monster of a television. Feels like a big 7-foot basketball player standing next to you because it just eats up the whole room and is amazing. So when you want to watch your favorite shows or your favorite movies, and if you have space for that 85 inch, we've got the TV for you here at QVC. That 85 inch is available for $2399.99 or 5 easy pays of $480. So since we reset the show here to let you know what our weekend bonus value is all about, I kind of want to reset and dive into all the technology that makes this TV something special, because there is a difference when you talk about the brands. If you go into those big stores and you see they got that wall of televisions, you just kind of know. You just kind of look at a couple of them and you go, yeah, I don't know what it is, but that TV right there looks so much better than that TV. It's a feeling you have, and you notice it because the picture quality is spectacular. The colors are a little bit more vibrant, and they pull you in, and they're brighter. This TV is going to have that technology. What is it that creates that amazing picture? Well, first of all, it starts off with 4K. If you're unfamiliar with that technology, thanks for watching, because that's why I'm here. I'm here to dive in and show you all of that. That 4K technology means 4,000 lines of pixels from the bottom to the top of the screen that makes everything look absolutely beautiful. And in fact, this video is going to show you more of everything that this TV can do, minimizing the blur of the action when you're watching things on the screen. So if it's sports and you're used to seeing that little vapor trail, that vapor trail is gone. Everything is super sharp and it's super crisp. There's also something that's called Motion Accelerator Turbo Plus. Why do you love that? Because everything on the screen that's moving, you actually see it the way you would see it with your normal eye. That's a great animated comparison right there. With a fixed refresh rate, you do get some of that blur in the background of things when things are happening. This TV also has a quantum processor built in, so any content that you're watching actually gets upscaled. So if you're watching standard def, if you're watching high def, it gets boosted to 4K quality. The dual LED lighting, love what this animation is showing us right here. Conventional lighting on a television set usually chooses warm or cool lights. Either one of those does not give you full color volume. Dual LED lighting gives you the full color volume. Those shells that you see on the screen right there, that's a great example. You see all the vividness, all the richness, the different hues of reds or greens or blues. And this television also has a technology called quantum high dynamic range. This is really key when you're watching something that has brights and darks on the same screen at the same time. Typically, not very easy for a television to reproduce. To be able to have bright and dark at the same time, a lot of TVs kind of go, it will give you something in the middle for both of them. With quantum HDR, it means that you get the spooky dark stuff at the same time you get the bright light stuff. So if you're watching, especially like those Harry Potter movies, they have a lot of things going on with dark lighting and stuff's going on in the shadows. That quantum high dynamic range, when you're watching those films, you'll be like, ooh, yeah, I get it. I feel like I'm there. I feel like I'm at that castle watching the action. So a lot of great technology inside of this TV. Oh, by the way, it's also a smart TV, and I'm showcasing some of those things for you now. Samsung provides some great apps for you. I hit the smart TV button. One of the cool things I like is that you have all access to all these great apps, but there's also something that's called Samsung TV Plus, which is one of the apps that's available that gives you over 100 channels of all free content. So if you're like me and you have a subscription to Hulu, or you have a subscription to Amazon Prime, or maybe it's Netflix, you'll still be able to watch all that content. You'll hook this TV up to your internet. You'll be able to stream all of that great stuff and watch it, and you'll have a ball. But with Samsung TV Plus, you get all of this free content that's available for you to stream. And with that free content, you never pay for any of it. Some of the movies do have commercial breaks in them, but you can also watch QVC live. You can watch HSN live. You can watch live sporting events, all types of great stuff available from Samsung TV Plus, which is an app that's already loaded on your TV. And there are hundreds of other apps available. So if you're looking for fitness, if you're looking for lifestyle, if you're looking for just movies and only movies, if you're looking for sports, whatever your interests are, you can download those apps and stream them on this Samsung 4K television set that's available as a weekend bonus buy here at QVC. So one of the things we really want to touch and explain during the course of this hour and unpack is the technology that is 4K. 4K or UHD. You may have seen both of those popping up in different advertisements or when you went to look at televisions. They mean exactly the same thing. Ultra high def is 4K. 4K is ultra high def. And what they mean when they say 4K, 4K for 4,000 is 4,000 lines of pixels on a screen. So every television screen is made with a bunch of little lines of dots stacked right on top of each other, one after the other, bottom to top, and they count those number of lines. If you know anything about photography, the more pixels you have in a picture, the sharper and crisper it's going to look. So with a high definition television set where we used to use terms like 1080p, well, 1080p meant 1,080 lines from the bottom to the top. 4K means 4,000, so almost 4 times the number of lines from the bottom of the top. And what that means for you, why do you care? More pixels means a sharper picture, a sharper, crisper image. So if you look back at the days when you used to watch a football game and all the guys looked kind of blurry and you couldn't really see the number of the guy running down the screen, and all of a sudden you got the high def and you're like, oh yeah, I see that's number 87. Well, now you jump into 4K, you're like, it's 87, and I'm reading the number off of his back, or I'm seeing the logo on the shoulder of the jersey. That's the kind of experience you get with 4K. And this television also, because of that quantum 4K processor, means that anything that you watch, so as I'm scrolling through some of this content that we can stream here, let's go. Let's see if we can find anything from the 80s here as we go by. Here you go, Mad Men. Mad Men's a great example. Mad Men was created several years ago before 4K cameras came out. So if you wanted to stream Mad Men and you watched it on a high definition television set, it would look high def and it would look really good. You watch it on this TV and it up converts that video quality to 4K. So it looks sharper. The colors look richer. The detail is all there. And the cinematography in a show like Mad Men was brilliant. It took you back to that era of the 1960s. And now you're even feeling more like you're part of that era because of that 4K technology. 4K is a game changer. If you have one TV that's 4K, you know that already. Maybe it's time to get that secondary TV and move it up into 4K. Maybe that TV that's in the man cave is now ready to become a 4K television set, or the TV that you have in your office. Maybe it's time to get rid of that big boulder on the floor there, get that guy out, and bring 4K into the office. And Samsung, thanks to our weekend bonus value here at QVC, now's the time to make that move. So again, our weekend bonus value here at QVC is item number E308797. It's the Samsung 4K TV, and we have 4 sizes available. You're looking at the size broken down into easy pays on the left-hand side of your screen. 55 is at $899.99. You get it home today for just $180 bucks. You have the 65, which is just under $1,000. You can get that home for 5 easy pays of $200. The 75-inch is at $1699 or 5 easy pays of $340. And if you can go big, I got a good friend of mine, Ray, who lives down in South Jersey. He's got had the big media room in his house. This 85 would be perfect for that room, that big movie experience. Think about this. We're talking about 85-inch television. It's amazing what Samsung can do with their screens. That 85-inch TV is available for $2399.99 or 5 easy pays of $480. So pick your favorite size. It doesn't matter what size you get. You're going to get an amazing television thanks to Samsung. So just a couple of minutes ago, we were talking about 4K and why that matters. The 4K quantum processor in this TV and how it's going to make all of your favorite content just jump off the screen and look absolutely beautiful. Well, there's something else that goes into the picture quality, and that's lighting. Now, for the longest time with the big tube TVs, they had fluorescent lights in the back of the TV. Now, when we use the term LED, we're talking about that light-emitting diode like we have with the LED bulbs that we now have in our home. What Samsung does that other guys don't do is they take both cool lights and warm lights, and they put both of them in the back of the television set. And if you're thinking, wait a second, isn't that kind of redundant? Why do I need 2 different kinds of lights? No, with those dual lights, warm lights and cool lights, we're able to generate the colors, every single color that the natural eye can see, you're now be able to see on this television. They call it 100% color volume. It's over 1 billion different colors that you can see because the warm lights and the cool lights, they work synergistically. They work together to turn on, turn off, to give you the proper color green, to make sure that the color blue is the right color blue. When you're watching your favorite sports team and you're like, I know my team's red is different than another team's red, you're going to notice that. Yes, that's my team's red right there, thanks to that dual LED lighting that we have on that television set. The QLED lighting with the cool and the warm lights is a huge step up, and it's a difference maker in the world of 4K TVs. And I've stressed this many times during the course of this hour. If you go out to the big box store, you go to any of those places that has multiple TVs up on the wall and they're side by side, there's always a couple of them that you go, that looks better. That one looks, I don't know what it is. There's something sharper, crisper, and better about that picture. Pretty much, good chance, that's a Samsung TV. And this Q70A line takes a step up from the other TV manufacturers with the dual LED lights. Promise you, it makes a difference, and you will enjoy no matter what kind of content